All right, so I wanted to welcome you to the DN.biz and PageHow partnership. I formed a partnership with DN.biz to provide content in the form of blog posts and videos and other games and contests. My name is Paige Howe. I've been a domain name investor and I've been in the domain industry for about 20 years. I've bought and sold thousands of names and sold millions of dollars of domain names, from two sales over $1 million to up to 5,000 other names, just to normal, everyday mom and pops and regular businesses and websites. I've done business at the retail level, what we call in the domain business, and at the wholesale level quite a bit. And that's how I met the guys at DN.biz. Joe Politzer runs a newsletter there that puts out domains at reseller prices. And we're going to add to what's on DN.biz by providing information for really three specific audiences. One would be anyone who owns a domain name. If you have a domain name for your company or website, or you've been put in charge of a domain name for your company or website, there's things to do to manage that domain name, just like you manage your legal trademarks, you manage your property, you manage your car, you manage the things that you use to do your business. You've got to manage your domain name. You've got to be aware of your rights and responsibilities as a registrant. You've got to be aware of some of the risk and then some of the opportunities to maybe upgrade, get a better domain name, or get some special purpose domain names to go along with your main domain name. Second group I'm going to talk to is the domain industry. We've got quite an industry here with billions of dollars of publicly traded and private equity owned market cap in companies. We've got large private companies owning hundreds of thousands of domain names, and we've got everyday kind of investors. And then we've got registries, registrars, we've got service providers, we've got a blog and news industry that's built up around the domain name business. And with the domain name really being the key part of your website that kind of launches you to get going on it, it really opens us up to talk about the whole website hosting and website building industry. So that's the second group of people I'm going to talk to. So it's anyone who owns a domain name, has to manage their domain name, want to provide some information and resources for you, as well as the domain name industry. We want to keep you up to date on the news. I'll give you my perspective and my take on what's going on, and sometimes where I think we should be going. And then lastly would be the domain investor community, whether you're flipping domain names among other domainers, whether you own some high-end blue chip properties and you're trying to maximize the value, whether you're a collector or a portfolio owner, whether you buy for resale or buy for traffic. There's a lot of different groups, but really you're in this wonderful thing we call the domain name investor industry, where you're buying and selling this unique asset that I truly believe is unlike any other, and that it's both the brand of your website and it's the location. So sometimes your URL or your domain name is going to have some attributes that make it especially exciting for your branding. And sometimes it's going to be very functional, where you're going to be able to spend less money or make money off what you're spending now already in marketing by having a better domain name. It's fun, it's creative. We have people all over the globe that have either been able to use domain names as a store of value to make money. We have people that have been able to create wealth by starting out with a really low number and then being able to create wealth in a domain name portfolio. And we've lost money in domain names. I've lost money in domain names. So I want to share with you what I'm doing as a domain name investor. Maybe it'll help you to know what I'm doing, both the good and the bad, and we'll kind of start a journey together to talk about domain name investing. I've enjoyed communicating with you in other platforms in the past, whether it be at shows or other podcasts, and I hope to continue doing that with DN.biz. So once again, my name's Paige Howe. Tell us what you'd like to see, either an email at paige@dn.biz, or a comment underneath this video wherever you happen to be watching it, or tell us if there's something that a lot of people are doing that you don't want done. You don't just want this to be another so-and-so or such and such. So welcome to DN.biz, the video series. Please click back, or if you're watching this after we got started, click on the next video to binge watch maybe more of me than you'd like to see, but hopefully you'll learn something, whether you're a domain name owner, whether you're in the domain business, or whether you're a domain name investor. Thanks a lot.